Choosing a career in packaging in 2024 isn't just a smart move. It's a and could be a transformative decision to shape the future of global commerce. Now, let me explain. Businesses today are grappling with all these different issues sustainability and recyclability and biodegradability and being innovative. And of course, they've got to change and basically do what the retailers and the Amazons want. So you're stepping into a very dynamic field. And if you're ready for this challenge, I'm telling you right now, it can change the world, not just your world, but change the world. And I'm going to explain this in today's video in a little bit further detail. But definitely consider joining us here in the packaging space because I believe it's a great career. It's a great opportunity for those young at heart and those young and getting into or transforming or transitioning at another part of a career. So let me explain. First of all, in the packaging space, why choose it as a career? To me, it's one of those things that's so needed, but yet it's under the radar. Again, hear me out. It's not the sexiest thing in the world. It's definitely not a cure for cancer. It's not something that is going to light the world on fire when it comes to, we're making rocket ships that go to Mars. But the packaging space is so critical and is so needed. I don't care whether it's retail packaging that need to protect the product from, let's say it's a food product from moisture, vapor, odor. And a lot of those components that are out there now, you need the longevity of the material to keep the product fresher for longer, especially in this world now where we have a lot of homeless people, a lot of people that aren't working and can't work. And we have to be able to extend the shelf life. It may not last or be sellable at a Walmart or your local grocery, but if we can extend that life and if we can extend it a couple days to get it to a relief agency or whatever it may be, that's just one thing. Another part of the packaging when it comes to creativity and design, there's so much out there when it comes to film structures, material structures, plastic or paper, sustainability, biodegradability, and there is a total need for leadership in that space. Let me explain that again. We have a lot of commodity people. We have a lot of order takers in this space. But those that really want to crush it, those that really want to go to the six figures, the $500,000 million a year, and I'm not making this stuff up. It is very, very possible to be in that world. There's nobody that's focusing on specialized packaging. Sure, you've got some people that can kind of, they gravitate towards equipment material or something like that. But there's in my world, in my conversation about specialized packaging, those of us that can talk intelligently about glass and plastic and metal and paper and all those other kind of things, they're the ones that are going to rule this industry. They're the ones that are going to be able to set the table, not just for existing customers, but new customers. We live in a world right now of a lot of commodity salespeople. We call those order takers. But if you really want a true salesperson, if you really want to become that person, you really have no limit. There is absolutely no limit to this space. And why I think it's such a perfect time is COVID taught all of us that there's a lot of companies, especially in the US, that pass themselves off as a manufacturer. And COVID exposed a lot of them, Berlin Packaging and Ulines or whatever it is that kind of gave that ruse. I'm not accusing anybody, but they certainly didn't, fight back on this. But they're not a manufacturer. They buy and resell from global suppliers. And when the proverbial shit hit the fan with COVID and nobody could get anything, that's when people realized, holy crap, my guy really wasn't, or my company or my customer or my supplier really wasn't being truthful. Now, if somebody is in this space and they can truly identify and find and vet and represent companies that desperately need their sales. There's so many packaging companies out here that really have no sales staff or very few. and they make some very, very highly sophisticated packaging. And if you don't know how to find them, and if you don't know where they're at, and you don't know how and why their products are so good, you're missing out on a tremendous opportunity. So the other thing I really want to stress when it comes to the world of specialized packaging is it's quite lucrative. A lot of people that have grown up in this space, and I consider myself because I've done this for 35 years, but those of us that have grown up in this space, we all start out in selling commodity items. It's low-lying fruit. We can sell you corrugated boxes and bubble wrap and blah, 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 but you're going to make 5%, 2%, and be lucky after that because a lot of companies will just not only sell that or sell that at a loss or cost, but then they're going to offer payment terms and they're going to offer extended discounts and all this. They basically use it as a loss leader. But when you get into specialized packaging and you focus on problems, there is no category out there that says specialized packaging, meaning it's a catch all term. There's not one type of specialized packaging. Specialized packaging is problem solving packaging. If your customer has a problem with their supply chain or with quality or with complete shipments, and that's another big thing right now where a lot of companies since COVID are running short staffed. So they're not able to ship complete orders, or maybe your supplier is beholden to Coca-Cola or Nestle's. They're going to treat your customer, you, second class. And that's unacceptable to me. There are plenty of suppliers out there that can get you what you need when you need it, but you need to find them. Now, when you find them and you partner with them, now you're able to work on this as problem solving and you're really able to multiply and not just give this stuff away. 25, 30, 40% profit margin is not unheard of, especially when it's problem solving, especially when you set the table properly. I do a lot of video out here and speak to a lot of people, young and old, that have never been trained properly on setting the table and negotiating with a customer. And that also can bring some added margin. I'm not talking about screwing anybody, but if you ask the right questions and your customer says that this problem is costing them $1, well, and your solution is 10 cents, why would you charge them 11 cents? It's just nonsense. If and I'm not making this up. I can't tell you how many times people have said to me, "Well, I mean, I don't know how to sell it at 90 cents. I mean, that's just too much. We can't." If the problem's costing your company or your customer $1 and you're able to sell it to them at 85 cents or 90 cents, whatever, and put that in your pocket or your company's pocket, why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't they agree to that? I mean, this is the kind of stuff that just blows my mind of the caliber of the sales reps that are out there that think so little of themselves and so little of the work they're doing. That's nonsense. The opportunity here to make 25, 30, 40% and repeat over time. This is a critical piece. When you're selling specialized packaging, I don't care whether it's something custom printed, something custom made or custom molded or custom stamped or custom blended or whatever that is, your ability to hang on to that business longer literally quadruples. Unless you totally screw something up, or unless your customer finds somebody else, which is hard. Remember, I'm describing this. Unless they find some other alternative, but that's our job, is to get close with the customer and stay close with them. If the customer needs price savings, or a customer needs more efficiency, or a customer needs these are things that you can negotiate. These aren't things that you just kind of wait around for the phone to ring. This goes back to this whole industry for trained, crushing entrepreneurs out here. You don't have to be by yourself. You can be working for a firm and still have entrepreneurial spirit. What I'm getting at is learn how to negotiate with your customer, learn how to find their pain points, learn how to set this up, but learn how to stay close and develop a relationship. I can't tell you how often a partner, a customer that I've worked with 5, 10 years now, continues to come back and they ask about, can you help with this? Or can we look at a different alternative? Or we need a cost savings in this, or maybe it's obsolete. What can you do? This is that type of partnership that is so lacking in the packaging space. It is so lacking and so needed here. And when you can do this, and you can, and I'll teach you, I'll help you, I'll encourage you, look at my videos, look at the content. There's such a void out here for those that can talk intelligently and work intelligently in the specialized packaging space. So really and truly making $100,000 a year is a no-brainer. $500,000 on up is definitely doable. This is not crazy talk. We're talking about a need, talking about suppliers that needs salespeople and marketing to bring it across the finish line. And we have customers that really and truly they don't have the staff like the old days, folks. They don't have the staff like the old days to just literally shop everything and get 12 different supply quotes on something. That's commodity stuff. We're not talking commodity. So my point with this entire video was to definitely continue to encourage anybody to focus and consider the packaging space, specialized packaging. The other part of this is to make sure that we really strive to understand the opportunities in front of ourselves. This is not a commercial to go and get a job. This is a career. This is something that truly you can embrace for 35 years on up and make a very, very lucrative living. So the point I'm getting at is just to encourage anybody, if I can help you, make a comment in this video. Let us know what your thoughts are, concerned with. I had believe it or not, to answer in my own, or to just even throw this in, I had a comment on a video a few weeks ago where a gentleman said, "Hey, I'm considering this business." So not only did I reach out and we talked to him, but we've done a podcast where I just said, "Look, ask me whatever you want. I'll video it. And you ask me whatever questions about, what do I think about what products are available and how do you get into this space and what if something goes wrong and can you help me?" So all I'm getting at is we are happy to help support anybody that's in this space. So make a comment, share the video, subscribe to the channel, let us know how we can help in any other way. Thanks. Have a good one. Hi, everyone. It's David Marinak. I hope you enjoyed that episode. If you want to see more, here's another video that you can check out, and I hope you enjoy it. Thanks.